What is up, guys? Welcome back to the tech news of the week. I know it's been a while since we saw each other, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump into a time machine and just warp back and check out all the important things that I thought were interesting in the tech world. So let's do it. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and just get all the Apple news out of the way. Just want to brush over it. I mean, there's a lot of it, but it's really easy stuff to cover. So the iPhone 5 was released. Big news. I mean, everybody probably knows that by now. If you don't, then step under your rock and get away from your computer, because I don't know what you've been doing. I don't know. So anyways, the iPhone 5 was released, a new iPod Nano, new iPod Touch. iPod Touch has, what, like a bigger screen as well, like the iPhone. If the phone's screen is going to change, so is the iPod Touch, so there will be app compatibility. So there you go with that. Let's see, the Verizon actually said, you know what, guys, we're actually not going to relock our phone. So now it's the first time Verizon's ever offered a phone that is able to work on other networks. So that's really good for people who want to sell their phones, or just people who want to switch from one network to another. They don't have to buy a whole new phone just to go to and from the Verizon network. So that's pretty good. iPhone 5 not relocked on Verizon's network. In iOS 6, there is no longer a YouTube app. We went over this a while ago, but a YouTube app was released from Google, so go download that. If you watch a lot of YouTube, for example, my videos, yes, you're gonna want that YouTube app. Okay, I like the YouTube app. It's pretty cool, pretty nice. There, I mean, it didn't really bother me that the YouTube app was removed in iOS. So there's that. Okay, now Passbook was a feature in iOS, right? How's it doing? Well, there's not many apps that support it, and just recently, maybe, well, like maybe a week and a half ago, Starbucks finally updated their app so Passbook works on it. I've tried it, I like it. Just drive up to your Starbucks location and it pops up in the lock screen and it works like magic. It's pretty awesome. I like the Starbucks Passbook thing, and that's the only reason why I wanted Passbook, for the Starbucks. But besides that, Passbook doesn't look like it's succeeding the way it should have, you know, from the start. So whatever, and that's because of app compatibility. Maybe we'll see that take off in the future. Now, iOS Maps, people are really like just pounding on it. They're just criticizing it to the max because they're pretty terrible. There's like a lot of errors in satellite mode and 3D mode and stuff, and people are really hating it. And sometimes maps will take you to different locations, or something's in the wrong spot or whatever. So Apple Maps, not such a clean takeoff, which isn't a surprise because Apple really hasn't been in the maps business for that long that I know. Really, Google owns this one, and Google's actually working on an iOS app for Maps. So really looking forward to that. As soon as that comes out, I'm not going to use Apple Maps anymore. Yeah. October 23rd, we're supposed to have an Apple event taking place, and this is where the iPad mini is expected to launch, according to reliable sources. And according to reliable sources, these iPad minis are already in production. Pretty cool stuff. And also, we're supposed to get a 13-inch MacBook Pro Retina version to be launched alongside the iPad mini. So, pretty sweetness there. I mean, I'm not really in the market for any of those devices, but for you Apple fans out there, look forward to that. The Amazon Kindle. Do you use one? Are you a big reader? Do you like tablets? Well, this is some good news for you. The Amazon Kindle lineup was totally redone. The normal Kindle went down to $69, which is a real steal if you're a big reader. Now, they announced the Kindle Paperwhite, where the background is not gray, it's more of a, well, white. It's more like paper, so Paperwhite. Better contrast so you can read better, more clear, and stuff like that, so that's cool. That's going to run you $119, and if you want the 3G version of the Paperwhite, that's going to be $179. Do you want a tablet? Well, Amazon's got you covered with the Kindle Fire HD, and that is going to run you $199 for the 7-inch tablet, 1280 by 800 resolution. Want to bump it up a bit? You have an 8.9-inch Kindle Fire HD tablet, and that's going to run you $299. You want to bump it even more? For $499, you can get the Kindle Fire HD 8.9-inch on LTE. Spotify is working on a browser-based version for their music, which is really cool because right now, if you click on, let's say you're on Facebook or you're on whatever, and you click like, oh, play this song on Spotify, Spotify service, it's going to bring up the application on your computer, and that's not fun. So basically, it's just going to run through the web, and it's going to be awesome, and you don't even have to install an application anymore. You can just go to Spotify.com or whatever they're going to do and just play your whole list there. And that's going to be really great. So, Spotify getting a browser-based version. Snapseed, it is a mobile application for photo editing, and it's probably my favorite photo editing app on my phone. It's a really great app. I highly recommend it if you don't have it. Well, Google acquired Snapseed. Google just acquired it. So, go pick that app up if you're interested. What is Google going to do with Snapseed? I don't know. But I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do. MySpace is making rounds again in the headlines. That's crazy. That's right. It's like news again. Well, it was for a little while. Who knows, maybe it's gone again. But MySpace has a new, they're teasing a whole new redesigned layout and basically a whole new service, kind of. You know, they're just kind of going MySpace, what is it, like not 2.0 anymore, it'd be like MySpace 10.0. I don't know what it is, but MySpace is redoing MySpace, and you can actually go to myspace.com/something. Link will be in the description for that, but you can get a preview of what is to come. And the cool thing is, I don't know if it's cool or not on MySpace's part, but you can log in with Twitter or Facebook. Yeah. Windows 8, some people are looking forward to it. I mean, maybe I gotta try it again, because I tried the developer preview, which is really buggy, but I didn't really like it. Some people love it. So, yes, if you're looking forward to it, the Windows 8 launch event is October 25th. Pretty great. The prices were revealed, basically, and the OEM version of Windows 8 is going to be $100, and the Pro version is going to be $139. So there you go. I mean, I don't really think that we need the Pro version. $100 for Windows 8, basically all we need to know. Unless you're upgrading, then that's a different price. So link will be in the description. All links are always in the description to check out those prices. Now, Windows 8 Phone, the pre-orders go up on October 21st. So yeah, you know what, Windows, let me just go on a little tiny rant here. The Windows Phone 8, Windows Phone, I like the UI. The user interface is just awesome. I will almost call it delicious. It's pretty scrumptious. It's a nice looking OS, but it doesn't have app compatibility, and it just cannot compete with the iOS App Store right now. And I'm huge on the App Store. I'm a huge app user. That's why I like my iPhone. So I wish Windows Phone got into the market before, you know, when Android and iOS were just starting, because then it could have probably become something, you know, and it's getting a rough start, and I think it can make it. It just needs to kind of push through a bit more, you know. But Windows Phone 8 can come, well, I mean, Windows Phone 8 pre-ordering October 21st. I'm just so happy I have Microsoft news to talk about. I mean, Windows 8, Windows Phone 8, Windows 8 prices, the launch dates, and cool stuff like that. Well, now there's another service that Microsoft's coming out with. That's Xbox Music. And that's launching tomorrow on Xbox 360. It's supposed to be a streaming service to compete against like Spotify and Rdio. So that's what that is. Now it's going to be pre-installed on Windows 8 and Windows Phone 8 devices or computers and things like that. And Windows 7 and Windows Phone 7 devices are not compatible. So keep that in mind. Are you looking forward to the new Nexus phone? Yes, it's supposedly going to be made by LG. No, it's actually almost confirmed it's by LG. I mean, there's so much proof. The phone was basically leaked already with pictures. If you look at some pictures about in Google's like building, there's like people wearing LG lanyards, and like Nexus 4 is going to be the name of the phone and things like that. So read more in the description if you want more information on that phone if you're a big Nexus fan. Are you deaf? Or maybe you have a family member that's deaf or something. I don't know if you're deaf, how are you watching this video? Maybe you're amazing at reading my lips, but I don't talk very clear all the time, so I don't know. But yes, so Netflix finally settles with a deaf rights group that by 2014, all of their content will have subtitles. So that's pretty good news for the deaf community out there. Okay, so that is basically your tech news. Now I'm gonna go over a couple articles that I thought were interesting or fun. First of all, what do you think of the Roswell crash, where basically an alien spaceship supposedly crashed at Roswell, and then the government tried to cover it up in this big conspiracy and like weather balloons and what's going on? Well, it's kind of interesting to find out that the US Air Force has like flying saucer, they declassified a project that they were working on, and it's a flying saucer. What? That's right, we had a working flying saucer. I believe it's working. I don't know, but click the link in the description for more information. But they were working on a flying saucer thing. What if like the government was testing that, then they crashed it, and then people were like, oh my gosh, and then that happened? I don't know. What if there's so many things going on? Do you believe in aliens? Do you think aliens exist? Do you believe in aliens? Do you think aliens exist? I don't know. I think they do. I mean, come on. This universe is kind of big. This whole thing called space, it's kind of huge. We can't be the only living things out there, right? That's why I think they exist. Anyways, so that is my thought on aliens. Those are my thoughts on aliens and Roswell and declassified projects from the Air Force, the U.S. Air Force. On October 14th, a guy named Felix Baumgartner jumped and free fell from over 120,000 plus feet in the stratosphere, free falling, crazy. I don't know. Would you do that? I don't know. He broke a bunch of records and proved a bunch of things for science, that humans could survive such a fall and whatnot. Of course, he had to wear a spacesuit. Crazy. He made it. Safe and sound. Good job. Read more in the description if you're interested in that. So that was your time warp. Thank you so much for watching. I know I haven't made a video in a while. Really appreciate it. There you go. Remember to thumb up, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, all those good things. Catch you guys in another tech news video. MySpace? Well, what is this? MySpace? What's going on? MySpace. MySpace? What? 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 Oh my god. Oh, this is why I don't make videos in the daytime.